You're ready for this? Yo, who's the daddy? Easy guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So in this video we'll be taking a look at DayZ RP, which is a role-playing server just for that, and that's to be able to role-play in DayZ. The thing that I like about this is the server has a complete backstory going right through history. You have to create a character that fits into the lore of the server with all the things that have happened right back from how you got there into Churnerus at the time that the outbreak started. You will have to fill in a questionnaire, have to write yourself a backstory, upload a photo of your character. It's pretty cool. Even just the creation of it itself is pretty fun. And then off you go once you've been accepted onto a whitelist server where you'll have a password to get on there. Now, the difference between this and just playing on a standard vanilla server is the fact that everyone on the server has a backstory and a character that they have to stick to. Whenever you meet people, you have to stay within that character. There's no kill on sight. If you kill on sight, you're going to get banned from the server, so you have to have a meaningful interaction. Yes, you could go up to someone and say, put your hands up or I'm going to shoot you. Then you could say to them, I don't know, give me all your stuff or I'm going to shoot you. Now I'm going to kill you, sucker. And you could shoot them and it would be absolutely fine because you've gave them a chance to role play with you. You're maybe a bandit. You don't have to be. You could be, I don't know, you could be a military guy trying to help people escape from the infected. The list goes on, but your backstory will have to be used when you have interactions with people. You want people to enjoy your story and your background just as much as you're going to enjoy theirs. So there's a little bit more substance to this than just running around and getting shot by some freshie with a pump action shotgun when you try and see if they're friendly or not by waving at them. So the experience that I've had so far for the first few hours that I've been in the game has been really positive. I've already met some interesting characters that have their own stories that once I've kind of played through my idea of where the start of my story is going to put me into Churnerus and this particular server plays out. You will have your background written on your profile page, and I'm going to put a link in the video's description so you can have a look at my character's background and get to know a little bit more about where I've come from, how I arrived in Churnerus, and what's happening next for me. I will just say very quickly though that I do wake up in a bunker that I'd built for myself and my family to keep us safe at the start of the outbreak, to find that my family have disappeared from the bunker door is left open, and I have to pretty much go and find my family. May sound familiar, may sound very similar to maybe another post-apocalyptic game, but to be honest with you, I felt that it just kind of worked really. I think the whole bunker and, you know, trying to hunker down in a time of a deadly virus would be something that a lot of people would do. So you don't have to be an actor to be able to play on this server. Yes, some of it may be a little bit cringy, a little bit wooden, which you'll see from some of the interactions I've had. However, all the interactions I had were extremely interesting and fun to play through and just made the game just feel a little bit more rewarding, I guess. So I hope you enjoy the footage from my first day in DayZ RP, and thanks for watching. Yo, who's in the tent? Make sure you've got no weapon up or I'll shoot. Right, okay.
Can you put your weapon down?
If you're not going to be hostile, yes.
Oh, I'm not hostile. I just have this stuff for my protection or whatever.
Okay, alright, well, that's fine. I mean, I'm literally just trying to track down my wife and son. I've lost them, and apparently they were heading towards the nearest military base, which I think was this one, but it's been overrun with zombies. And is there, like, do you know if there is another settlement nearby, like a civilian or survivor settlement or something like that? Because I'm kind of fearful for them right now, and I haven't got a clue what else I should be doing right now.
Yeah, it looks like we're in the same boat, man. I've been looking for my buddy Anthony. We came over here to go rock climbing, and looks like I think the Russians. I'm having a time figuring out if it was the Cherno Russians or the Russians that took them, but there is another place that I heard some people are settling up near Vybor.
Vybor. Right.
Yeah, it's just north of here.
I'm gonna check that out then.
I was actually about to head that way too, because I heard that there's a camp up there too. I don't know if it's safe or not, but I mean, it beats being around here all alone trying to fight these damn things.
I hear what you're saying, man. I mean, I'm literally just trying to muster up some provisions in order to actually venture out a little bit further. I just feel that if I go out any further unprepared, I'm just going to end up worm food, you know what I mean? So I'm searching the area for provisions, although it's pretty dry at this stage. I think maybe I'll branch out into the actual town and see if I can find any food and water to take, and then probably head that way myself. But I'm not sure if this stage, if they're safe or if they've been taken or if they're dead, although I don't really want to say that, but I kind of feel it's partly my fault because I fell ill and they went to get help, and I kind of recovered, luckily enough, on my own while I was in the bunker, and now they're lost. And like your friend, you've been separated. I just really hope you find them. I'm definitely going to check out Vybor though. That's a good call. So
yeah, I've got a little bit of food if you want some, man.
have you got enough to sustain yourself though? I don't want you giving your provisions up yourself that you may need.
Oh yeah, I've got a good bit of food here.
I really appreciate that. That's really going to help me on my search for my family. I really do appreciate that, and I hope you find your friend.
You got something to open that up with?
Yeah, I got myself a combat knife. Luckily enough, I never leave home without it. So yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just check the. You got a canteen? I found a spare canteen around here. You got one of those?
Well, that's actually what I'm looking for, a canteen so I can carry some water.
Yeah, sure. Here you go. You can have.
Oh man, you are very helpful. Thank you very much for this.
Here, I just found these too. You can have these some of these chlorine tablets. You can
purify
fill up in a
water.
lake or something. You can purify it.
Is there anything I might be able to help you with?
Use those in a pinch.
I've got some antibiotics. I've got some spare antibiotics that I can spare. I've got 2 packs. Would you need some tricycline?
Do you have any tetracycline?
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
tetracycline.
Yeah, I'd love some of that.
There you go then.
I haven't been able to find that stuff anywhere.
Yeah, I was lucky. I think I stumbled across a medicine cabinet in the nearby med centre that hadn't been ransacked, luckily enough. So they must have missed it because they were in a hurry. And yeah, I just, I know it's handy to have medicine. You're not knowing what's going to happen out here. So what else might I have that might help you? What sort of rounds are you running on your weapon? I've got some ammo that I might be able to spare. I don't know if you've got enough ammo to keep yourself safe from the undead.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty good, man. I've got a few days ago when I woke up here a few days ago and I found there's all kinds of weapons around here. I found some drum mags and everything. So.
Well, I was a little bit frustrated because I had a good stock of weapons myself in my bunker, but when my wife and son actually left the bunker to actually go and get help, they didn't shut the bunker door properly, and unfortunately my bunker was actually ransacked itself. All my weapons, all my food, all my ammo, everything gone. Luckily they didn't get to me because I was hidden in a safe room. But this is why I'm around here looking for stuff myself, and I've managed to get a little bit. I'm glad you got some ammo yourself, so that's really good. Do you need bandages though? I have got some spare bandages.
No, I've got about 3 of those too. I've been trying to hunker down the past few days. So you've been here for a while, right? You got a bunker. You've been here for a while, right?
Yeah. So for quite a few years, I came here actually quite a few years back after a accident while serving in the British forces, and I came here really to get away and to do some fishing and some hunting, because one of my buddies said, oh, here we go. I don't know if that is undead contact or hostiles.
Hopefully they're pretty friendly.
Well, you never know when there's people firing guns. No.
Yeah, I'm really paranoid ever.
Yeah, well,
I've been so paranoid ever since they took my buddy.
Well, to be honest with you, it's that paranoia that's going to keep you alive. So keep that But just very quickly, just to kind of say, I I moved here after the injury to my eye, and while I was getting some treatment here, while here on holiday, I actually met my wife, who was a nurse in the medical centre. I think that may be undead that they're shooting over there. It's coming from the military base area. There may be some survivors over there that are trying to fight off the horde. Yeah, so I married my wife and decided to stay here in Chernoris, and I've been here ever since. But at the start of the outbreak, I managed to build a bunker in our property, just purely for the protection of my wife and my son, because my son was newborn, and we weren't sure which way it was going to go, but luckily enough, with my military ties and the kind of work that I'd been doing in this area, I managed to get quite a good bunker set up here, and I had some good gear. It's really frustrating that I lost that gear, because we could really be using that right now. However, ingenuity is something they teach you in the British Army, so hopefully that will see me through, and I'm just hoping that my family have learnt enough from me over the years that they've, got enough in their arsenal to survive themselves. Maybe your friend, I mean, you guys sound like you're quite, down with the outdoors. You came here to do some climbing, you said.
Yeah, thankfully I have a lot of experience backpacking and stuff back in North America. I mean, we were at the indoor rock climbing gym one day, and we saw this pamphlet or whatever that had the mountain, and we thought it'd be fun to go backpack over there, and we just came into town here one night to the pub to go drinking, and we were stumbling around, and then some guy came over and started speaking a Russian accent. My friend told me, he put his hand up and told me to stay there, so I did, and then he went inside, and a little bit later some truck came by, so I squatted down and hid, and he came out with a burlap sack over his head.
Well, I have heard of some factions, unfortunately, taking Westerners hostage for ransom, and it's something that I feared had maybe happened to my wife and son. But I think the only luck that we've kind of got is the fact they are actually from here, so they speak the tongue and they blend in more than maybe you and I would, and your friend is an example. That sort of thing is rife at the moment. I think people are doing whatever they can to try and survive. They want stuff to be able to barter with, to be able to get the things they need to survive themselves. I'm not justifying it, but maybe that's what's happened to your friend, and in a way that is actually a good thing, because if they are doing that, they're going to want to keep their investment safe. And I'm just hoping in a way, and in a grim sort of way, that his kidnapping may have actually saved his life when all this kicked off. I don't know how you feel about that.
I hope so, man. It just sucks, man. I mean, I have no clue where he's at. I'm here all alone. My family's back at home. I have no contact with them. I mean, they have no clue. I don't know if they know what's going on at all.
Well, let's hope your family at home are safe and well, man. I really do, because I know how that feels to have your family, kind of missing or not knowing is just the hardest thing. I think it's just that not knowing. I mean, personally, even if they were to be, and I don't, heaven forbid, want this to happen, but if my family was dead, at least I would know. And I think it's the not knowing that hurts more than anything else. I mean, if I wasn't so focused on my own mission trying to track them down, I would probably say that we could probably team up. And if at some point, and just for some reason out of the blue, I do find my family and I manage to get them safe, and we cross paths again, and you still haven't found your friend, then maybe I can actually help you track him down, because I do have that kind of skill set that may come in handy. We shall see. I do come back to this base regular just to check, just in case they have passed through, and trying to get some help. So you may find me here again at some point. My name's Wolf.
Oh, nice to meet you, Wolf. My name's Daniel White.
Daniel, nice to meet you, Daniel. Right, man. Well, I feel like our trade was a little one-sided. You gave me some decent stuff and I didn't really give you much back. Maybe if you need anything else and you're looking for something, let me know and I'll find it. I'll store it in my pack, and maybe we can trade again.
Alright, yeah, that sounds good, man.
No, man, well, really good talking to you. I'm going to hit the road because I'm burning daylight here, and I've still got to try and get a little bit of stuff together before I hit the road. But maybe we'll cross paths again.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you, man.
Yeah, take care. Be safe out there.
Good.
Yeah, good luck too. I hope you find your friend.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All
Alright,
right. Say.
let's
Wait, there's
go.
Yeah.
somebody sneaking up
Yeah,
on us.
no, I'm not sneaking up on you guys. I just want to make sure you're not hostiles.
No, we're not hostile.
Actually, I spoke to you.
I'm a,
Spoke to you earlier, didn't I? Was you the guy that helped me down at the military base?
yes,
Shoot the zombies.
Are you okay? You still good?
Yeah, man. How you doing? Thanks for helping.
Oh, man.
Well,
That's good. I'm glad you got out of that situation. I saw you out there, and I saw that you were, you had all that, like, had all them infected people right there at the ladder. Thank goodness they didn't start climbing it.
yeah, you're telling me. Well, thanks for the help
I
anyway.
action. I tried. Huh?
Yeah, I'm glad we both got out of it. Can I just ask you guys? I don't suppose you any of you have a sewing kit or a roll of duct tape that you're willing to trade at all.
Here you go. Go ahead and take it.
Is there anything you need at all yourself? Medicine, food,
Got some
Ammo?
multivitamins.
yeah. So one thing I haven't got, I've got glucose tablets.
I have
That's it.
plenty of Tetra if you'd need some.
Nah,
Good.
I got some
Well, good for
Tetra.
that.
I just want some I was just looking for some multivitamins. How about some water purifiers?
Yeah, I'm good with them for now. Thank you.
No, I mean I'm asking if you have some.
Oh right. Yeah. Yeah, I can help
Yeah,
you with that.
spare.
Yep. Help self.
All right, good. You always be prepared to have these kinds of things and stuff so that you don't run out of water out in the middle of that bumfuck nowhere.
Yep. Indeedy. What's your
I'm
name?
glad you're okay. I'm Billy Bob.
Billy
You can call
Bob.
me Billy, or you can call me Old Bob, or anything like that.
Billy Bob. Nice to meet you. I'm Don Wolf.
I'm Wolf.
Yep. Or Wolf. Just Wolf usually. But you know.
Wolf. All right, that sounds good. It is great seeing that you're okay, man. I just didn't really. I was really hoping that you get, because I saw you run out and stuff. I didn't know if you got all the way out or anything like that.
Well, it was a little bit of a tactical error. I kind of was searching there looking for my wife and my child, and some guy I come across said that there's maybe some survivors at the military camp there, so it seems though that that's not the case. It's been overrun with infected, so yet again I'm left at a loose end trying to find them, so you know, forgive my impatience, but I need to shoot. So is there anywhere nearby with a survivor settlement at all?
I heard on the radio there was some there was a bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also we were told that between there's this road that goes from Vybor to Pustoshka, that in between there is a refugee compound.
Wow, that's really good news.
What is the Yeah. And then Novodimirovsk, that is in the east side, there is Russians are running quarantine camp.
Yeah. Okay. So the chances of my wife and child being there is quite high then, because if people have been pushed to that location, that's certainly worth me checking up on for sure.
Definitely.
But we've also heard that to be careful in the Russian camp, because we heard that there is a lot of drinking going on, and you know, Russian men with drinking and big weapons.
I understand.
Oh, yeah.
I understand. Well, I'm not that shy with drinking, and I'm not that shy with big weapons. Maybe I'll get on well there. Who knows? We'll see. But I take your advice on board. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully your wife and kids are okay.
Yeah, man, I
I
hope so.
they didn't get into the same kind of situation that you did.
Well,
I mean, you were stuck up there, and you couldn't really hardly even shoot at them. Thank goodness I was there whenever
yeah,
it happened.
It was a horrible angle and a horrible situation to be in. So, well, it's nice to see there's still good people in the world like you guys. So I really appreciate the help, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And
Well,
maybe we'll cross
at
paths
least I'd
again.
be able to distract them away from you.
And you certainly did that. Yeah.
I
Well.
figured you would repay the favor, so I would.
Most definitely. Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate you not leaving me out there.
Oh, definitely not. Well, I hung around to make sure you was all right. So I think we worked out. You know, teamwork works out in the end. So it's all good.
It did. There were many of those big armored guys. I was like most I've ever seen.
Yeah, there was a fair few of those. Have any of you guys ever killed one? Do you know if you're able to kill the big, heavy, infected military guys?
From what we've been told, that it takes a really big gun to kill them, that what we are carrying will not.
Right, so we need very large caliber.
Just to avoid them and not try to, because they go so slow that, they're so heavy, weighted down with the armor that they move very slowly. So just avoid them, and if they get near you, just back off. But killing them is very difficult. Yeah,
but I just thought, one of those Gorka helmets may come in handy. But getting your hands on one of them, you're not going to get one off one of them unless you take one down with a big caliber. Right, I've got that. Thank you very much for the information, guys. I'm going to hit the road because I need to try and track down my wife and son. I'm getting quite worried for their safety, and as you can imagine, it's making me sick to my stomach. So I'm going to hit the road. Yeah. But do you, without sounding like I'm trying to pry too much, do you guys kind of scavenge around this area often, or do you just move through various towns?
I run around.
We've just bumped into each other.
Right.
Yeah, we just all ran into each other.
Okay.
I helped rescue that guy in the blue over there from 2 of these infected guys over there. 2 or 3, 3 of them.
Oh yeah. Well, that's a good job. Well, just in case I pass through again, guys.
Any food or drinks before you go?
No, well, that's actually while I was kind of hanging around, because I just wanted to make sure that I got enough food and water, and I have now. The only thing I needed to do was to repair my backpack, so it didn't get ruined on the way. You helped me with that. Just watch your back, guys.
How about that? Beat him up. Oh, going after you. I'll try to... There we go.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Yeah.
Oh. Happy trails, guys.
Yeah, same for you, and best of luck finding your wife and child.
Thank you very much, guys. Well,
I want you to know. Be careful, and hopefully your wife and kids are okay. Now they're safe and sound and not infected.
That's all we can hope for, and I'm gonna move out. See you later. Stay safe.
See you later.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Yo, dude, what's your intentions? Let me know now, or I'll shoot. You hostile?
I don't have anything. No.
I don't want anything. I was just making sure you're not hostile. That's fine.
Oh yeah, nah, man.
Okay, cool. Well, you just
I don't roll like that.
You just scavenging, just looking for stuff, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. I got a message for someone in what's that town called? The Seven or something like that.
Yeah. Okay,
no,
man.
It's like north.
Okay, cool. What you struggling to find? Is there anything in particular you need right now? I've got a can of drink. I've got some food if you're hungry. That might help you out.
Yeah. Food and drink would be great, actually.
Okay, man. All right, let's see what we've got. Have you got a knife or anything you'll be able to open a tin with if I was to give you a tin of food?
I do not, sir.
Okay, let me open this for you real quick then. Just be aware that if you head towards the military base that's just behind us, there's an awful lot of heavily armoured infected there, and you just want to try and stay as clear from them as you can. Otherwise, they will pretty much make you worm bait. I see a few people fall there myself, unfortunately, while I was going through that area. It wasn't pretty. So, well, good luck with your journey, man. I'm just passing through, so I'll maybe see you again. Stay safe.
Hey, see you.
Meh. 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 Yeah, that's right. Want to become a hamburger? Run. Whoa, 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 whoa. Put your hands up, dude, or I'm going to shoot. Put your hands up, I'm going to shoot. Put your hands up, or I'm going to shoot.
Yeah, fine. Okay, fine.
What you doing? What you doing around here?
I live here, dude. Chill out, buddy.
Well, that's fine. You live here. Sorry, man. I'm just passing through. I'm just a bit jumpy. I just had some guys shooting at me a minute ago, not far from here. So I do apologise.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, it's not your fault, man. It's not your fault. Okay, you put your hands down now, dude. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Yeah.
Phew.
Don't have to worry about me, man. I'm not
to be honest with you, dude, you fripped me. I just saw you out the corner of my eye, and I kind of reacted. So, hey, do you want to share some? Do you want to share some bacon as an apology?
Sure, man.
Okay, cool.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm good, man. I'm just literally passing through. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just passing through, man. I'm just there's a campsite I think around here somewhere, if my bearings are right, not far from here. I need to try and get myself a camping stove before I move on. There you go, man. Rest yours. So yeah, so this is your area then. You live here, yeah?
Yeah, I do. I do live around here.
Cool. It's nice and quiet out here, away from the town back there. It's a nightmare back there. The place is totally overrun with undead, and yeah, I'm guessing that's why you moved out here then.
Yeah, a couple make their way. I just had to take down 2 back there, but just a couple. It's usually not a lot at all. Yeah, I like it in the woods. I like it alone.
Yeah, man, I know what you're saying. Well, usually my wife and I, we do live a relatively reclusive life, but that's who I'm actually searching for. I've actually lost my wife and my child. They left the bunker around the time of the outbreak to get some help because I was ill. By the time I'd kind of come round, they'd not returned, and yeah, I have no idea where they are. So I'm pretty much on a mission to try and track them down. Now, someone actually said to me that there's a what would you call it? Some sort of kind of refugee camp near Vybor, I believe. Have you heard of that at all?
I haven't heard of anything like that, but actually, I don't necessarily live in the town. I live up in the trees over there, just
right. Okay.
Because I don't really like the town. But there's actually a group of survivors, or not survivors, but what's the right word? Non-locals.
Okay.
Tourists that are coming around here trying to find a safe space away from the violence and away from this government that seems to not really like them very much.
Yeah, I'm hearing you on that. Okay. Well, if this is a relatively safe area, I'll mark it on my map then, and if you don't mind me passing through here every now and then, being it's your area, then maybe we can help each other out sometime. If you need anything and you don't want to go into any kind of dangerous areas, I'm happy to do that. So threat is something that I'm used to from my previous positions within the armed forces, so I'm not afraid of conflict. Something that I'm able to kind of use to my advantage at this point, I guess. What's your name, if you don't mind me asking?
My name's George.
George. Pleased to meet you, George. I'm Dom, or my friends would call me Wolf, so I'm guessing you call me Wolf.
Okay. Wolf, huh?
Yeah. There is a story behind there is a story behind the name Wolf. Maybe I'll tell you another time if we meet up again. But what would you call this area? Because I'm just taking down a few notes when I'm meeting people who may be may be able to help or join up, like you said, kind of band together. What would you class this area as on the map? My bearings are still a little sketchy. I think I may have lost my way a little bit, to be honest with you, on my way to this.
The guy who's starting this thing, his name is actually, I don't know if he wants me to say his name, but
you don't have to, man. It's absolutely fine.
Yeah,
it's fine.
The guy who's starting this is called like Foreigners United or something like that. I don't know if that's what he wants to call this place or something, but it sounds kind of stupid to me. But
okay, man. Well,
I haven't seen very many people around here. He wants people to gather here, but I don't think that's going to happen, to be honest.
So this is
that'd be cool.
Yeah. So we're just outside Zelengorsk, I think. I went up the train tracks from Zelengorsk, heading kind of north-west, but I'm still trying to put my finger on what this area is. I don't even know if this even has a village name or anything, because it's only a few buildings, isn't it? So, okay. Well,
you're
George,
actually in the town of Zavir right now. ZVIR.
Z-E...
Directly west from Zelenogorsk.
Okay, that's brilliant. That's great to know. I'm going to take a note of that, and then if I'm ever passing back through again, I'll keep an eye out for you then, George. Well, it was really nice meeting you, and sorry if I gave you a bit of a scare there, but I'm just trying to...
Oh, you
obviously,
did, but it's alright.
Yeah, I'm trying to save my own bacon, no pun intended. I know we had a can of bacon. But
no, I understand that.
Harsh times at the moment. Well, I wish you all the best with your journey, and maybe we'll meet again.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but be safe out there.
Yeah, you too, man. It's not
very
nice
kind out there right now.
No, you're telling me. All the best, man. Catch you later.
Yeah, I'll see ya.
Remember that, Samantha, next time we actually do find a working car. Fill radiator.
Wait. Okay, radiator? What? God.
You just put like, you could pour like a canteen, water bottles, stuff like that, and it takes 3 or 4 of them to
who's that?
be safe to drive.
We have a car.
Yeah, hands up, guys. Put your hands up. Get your hands up.
Hands up.
Did I meet you guys earlier? Are you the same guys I met earlier?
I have no clue.
It's not a trick. It's not a trick question. Don't worry. It's fine.
I didn't meet anybody earlier.
Yeah, it wasn't you guys. You just sound very similar. What are you guys doing around here? What are you up to?
I just hunted a deer. There's a bunch of venison over by the cabin there.
Right.
And he was showing our friend
her how to cook.
Okay, guys. You seem safe. I'm taking you're not hostile, so I've put my weapon away. Feel free to put your hands down. I've just met a few unsavory people recently, and I just have to be doubly sure. The last thing I want to do now is die, because if I die, then my family are in big trouble. So I'm literally looking for like some camping supplies, which is why I'm here. I don't suppose you guys have seen a
do you have anything specific
gas stove. So like my trip is going to be quite long. I need to be able to cook quickly without making too much kind of like smoke and stuff like that, to keep myself kind of like hidden away. So I'm looking for a gas stove. I don't know if you've come across one at all.
I have one, but I don't have a spare one, unfortunately.
It's absolutely fine. I understand you guys need one yourselves. That's fine. Not to worry. I'm good.
Food or something?
No, I'm good for food, but I just need to be able to cook some meat. So when I'm out in the wilderness, I can hunt. That's absolutely fine, not a problem. But I want to be able to cook it like quickly without anyone seeing, like, you know, the fire. Yeah, you can make a fire, but everyone's going to see it, and they say it's all good, man. It's all good. I'll let you guys get on with what you're doing. I've literally got like stuff to find, so I'm going to go off and find some supplies. Nice meeting you. Sorry that I'm rushing, but like I said, my family are in trouble.
Do you need water or food? You need water or food?
Oh well, it's very kind of you, but I'm actually good for that at the moment. I've got a canteen full. I've got a couple of cans of tinned goods, so it should be enough to keep me going for now until I find myself something that I can actually cook some fat and stuff with. So it's all good. But thank you anyway. If I wasn't in so much of a rush, then maybe we could have got to know each other a little bit more. However, like I said, my family are in trouble. I need to try and find them as quickly as I can. So,
Do you have any idea where they're at?
well, that's the thing, you see. I kind of woke up in our bunker and they'd gone. I found a note saying they'd gone to get help because I'd been ill. But my wife and son, they have no idea what's going on outside. You know, we locked ourselves down in an apocalyptic kind of style doomsday bunker because I had some insider knowledge from my military friends about what was going on and what they were trying to hide from the public. And my wife, I couldn't really tell her because I didn't want to scare her. But she's come out looking for help, not knowing what's going on. I've literally just come from Zelengorsk, and it's absolutely overrun with infected there. So I don't know if you guys have been there lately or if you're thinking of going there, but if you do, just be really careful. And the military base.
Have you been anywhere?
Well, I travelled from there up through Zavir. Met a guy there who said there is going to be some survivors maybe setting up a community there, but my wife would have gone to the nearest military base, which was in Zelengorsk, and from there I think the only other place that I might be able to try is, apparently there is a refugee camp between Vybor and somewhere else. I don't know if you guys have heard of that.
There's the Russian army has a compound there.
Okay. And the Russians have
further to the north. Yeah, there's a quarantine safe zone.
Right.
I mean,
it's well, believe it or not, I am a Russian citizen through marriage. So my wife is Russian, and we married while I was kind of here on a hunting kind of expedition, so to speak, hunting and fishing here. And I'd lost my eye previously and needed to get some medical treatment from it, and that's kind of how I met her at the medical centre there. So, the fact that it's a Russian kind of like refugee camp makes sense that she could be there. She's with people with the language she speaks. So
it's very, very, very heavily guarded, and they're like, they keep the sick out of there. Try and have a community. So
the thing is, I'm well trained with things like infectious diseases from my military background, which is why I'm wearing a respirator, because I believe that this virus is airborne, so it is potentially something you guys can breathe in. So I'm glad you've got scarves to cover your mouths, you're keeping a good distance from each other. But when I go and
wear a mask.
Yeah, wear the mask. I mean, when I get there, I'm sure we'll be able to have the conversation. If they don't let me in, I don't mind. All I want to know is my wife and my child there. That's all I need to find out, and if not, I will move on, and I'm not going to stop until I find them. So that is why I can't die, long story short, because I guess really I'm all they've got, and I guess they are all I've got. So yeah, well, I'm going to move on, guys. Thank you for your ear, and maybe I'll meet you guys again in better circumstances, and we can share some of that venison.
Yeah, stay safe.
Yeah.
Safe travels, man.
Plenty of it over there. Yeah, if you want any. I don't have room for all of it.
Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Strovia.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be a doctor.
Yeah.
He knew about this though. He knew before all of this.
Yeah, I mean that's what he said. So.
Oh well, I wonder who sounds similar to us.
I don't know. Probably just other not Russian people.
That's racist. Or...
I mean, I'm American. Everyone sounds different to me, so.
Yeah. That's true. Isn't he British? He sounds British.
He sounded British, yeah.
Sure. well, that was fun.
Yeah. Completely forgot what I was going to be doing.
He was Deacon.
No clue. Honestly, I don't know where Deacon or him or Kanos. I give him a heads up about
But yeah,
this
when
random.
that nice guy over there, I saw him behind that car. I was like, what the? I'm like, guys, do you see that car? And that's when he showed up.
Well, of course. Anyways, I'll rate him.
But he was nice. I like him. I like him. I hope he finds his family.
I hope so too, but I'm not optimistic about that.
Can I eat these pumpkin slices?
You can do whatever you want.
Hello?
Hello, who's that?
My name is Kane.
State your intention or I'll shoot.
I'm just over here to talk.
Are you
I heard
Are you hostile?
No, I'm not hostile. No, I'm not
No,
hostile.
Right.
I live over here at the den.
Guns,
we're
guns away, guns away, guns away. Put your guns away.
Yeah, alright, fine. Guns away, guns away.
Yep, I'm gonna put my gun away now. I'm coming out. No funny business.
Right.
Hey, I've met you. Hey,
Hey.
I've met you guys before. I met you down at Zelengorsk. I'm sure I did.
Zelengorsk.
Yeah, I remember. You helped me.
Were you the guys that we saved from all the...
Yes, that's me. How you doing, guys?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Good, good.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, doing alright.
Yeah.
You're the guy looking for your kid, your wife and kid, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for my wife and kid. That's right. So I was just down at the campground, and there's some survivors down there. I was literally giving them a warning shot because I saw you guys going down the river, and I didn't know if you had hostile intentions. So that shot was to warn them that that someone was coming. So yeah, sorry if I startled you guys. I do apologise.
No, it's okay. No, it's actually the same guys. By the way, it's the same two people that me and him were.
Right, I see. Well, you'll have to let them know then that it was me originally, because we just had a really good conversation. I just kind of told them a little bit about what I'm doing in the area, because I'm still trying to gather up enough kind of like resources and provisions to actually be able to have the trek up to Vybor, where I believe there's a Russian refugee camp, which I'm hoping my wife and son are going to be at. Because they're definitely not in Zelengorsk. Zelengorsk is totally overrun with infected at this stage. So
yeah, if you want to come down here, we got a lot of food. We were just in Zelengorsk. We went hunting. So I mean, we got a lot of food. If you want.
I am literally just going to go and stand inside because we're getting absolutely soaked out here in the rain. Yeah. No, I mean,
I don't want to be the.
I'm good. I'm good for food and water. Well, go on. Bear of bad news, what?
Yeah, the Vybor camp over there is completely overrun. There's
You're
no
kidding me.
presence there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, they we were just there yesterday, and they completely moved everything out of the RAC camp that they had there.
Oh my god, this is going from bad to worse. That was the only small snippet of hope that I had, that we're going to be safe somewhere in the area. Do you know what I mean? I just do you know?
The Russian Federation has a encampment up there in Novo.
Novo.
Yes, Novo Dimitrovsk. It's up northeast. It's near Grishino.
Novo, northeast. Alright.
Yeah, very northeast portion here.
Well, it's my next best bet, really. They would be heading for somewhere safe. I guess they may have been swept up in an evacuation if there was one. I don't know, but see, it's still all blurry for me at the moment, trying to piece everything together. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to go on that. That's the only piece of information I've got to try and track them down. Do you know what I mean? What did you guys say your name was again? I forgot. I'm really sorry. I forgot your names when you said yesterday, because I'm got so much going on in my head at the moment, trying to figure out where my wife and that is.
Oh yeah, my name's Kane.
Kane.
Fine. And I'm Deacon.
Kane and Deacon. Pleased to meet you guys. I'm Wolf, Don Wolf, or the One-Eyed Wolf, as my military buddies would have known me as. So, all right.
Yeah. You were the man.
Yeah. So I'll let you guys go on your way, and I'm going to head up towards Novo, northeast from here, then see if I can find any clues to where they may be up there. And
well, they do keep a record of everyone that does come inside and go outside of the compound. So if anything, you can just ask them if anyone by their name.
That's all I want.
In the compound.
That's all I need. All I need is to know if they've been there or not, and if they haven't, then I'll move on to the next location that they could be at. I mean, like I was saying to some people I was speaking to earlier, you know, even if the worst case scenario was to be that they were no longer alive, then just knowing that would mean that I'm not going to keep searching for someone who's not there, and I can move on. You know what I mean? So anyway, guys, I really appreciate you spending some time to talk to me and help me out with this. So hopefully I'll get there. And I mean, the thing that breaks my heart the most is my son. He's only 3 years old, and he's having to endure this craziness. I'm just hoping that my wife has learnt enough from me in the past, in my military background, that she's tough enough to be able to survive through this, and I'm sure she's definitely clever enough to survive through this. She speaks fluent Russian as well, which is also helpful, I guess. I'm just hoping that puts her in good stead.
Oh yeah, because like all the she'll be able to decipher all the names of the places. I know that if they did evacuate somewhere from RAC, they more than likely have a troop carrier there taking all the civilians out.
Yeah.
Because like they're allies with the Russian Federation up there in Novo, so yeah, your best bet would be in Novo.
Well, I have heard some rumours that there are some bandits roaming the area and taking advantage of everything that's going on at the moment, and obviously the fact that there's no real kind of law in place at the moment. If I'm heading up that way, is there any particular faction or anyone I should be aware of that won't be friendly? That because I'm at this stage, I don't want to be getting into a position where I can't progress with my mission, so to speak.
Well, if you see anyone that's got green green berets on,
green berets,
tell them that you absolutely despise the RAC and the Russian Federation.
Yeah.
They'll be nice to you. Those guys are not too happy with the RAC and the Russian Federation and their what they do in the country.
It's understandable. Yeah, I can see why they'd be pissed. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate the tidbits of information and the intel you've gave me. I'm gonna crack on and hopefully find my wife and son safe. It's all I can hope for. I mean, do you guys, is that, without me sounding like I'm prying too much, do you reside down at this camp, down at the where the camping site is down there? If I need to come back and kind of...
Yeah, for the time being, but we're planning on moving everything down to Kaminka. It is the closest little town down on the coast. It's near Zelenogorsk. You pass Pavlovo, you go past the Pavlovo military base, and then Kaminka is like the first town that you come to on the coast.
Basically head directly south from Zelenogorsk.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I know we've only just met and it sounds really cheeky of me, but if I was to find my wife and son and we needed some refuge somewhere a little bit safe, am I okay to come and try and track you guys down? Maybe to, you know, even if it's just temporary until we kind of figure out what we're going to do?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. We're trying to make up a little community at the moment to, at least give some sort of safety to people.
Well, I mean, you know, I'm more than willing to kind of chip in and work for, you know, our position there if that is the case. I have got a military background. I've been a bounty hunter and an assassin. I was hunting down war criminals not that long ago in this area, believe it or not. So, you know, I don't need to it doesn't need to be classified anymore because the world's gone to shit. So it doesn't really matter. But I mean, I'm good with a rifle. I can definitely scavenge and find items if you need anything. So I think maybe if that is the case and we do manage to, you know, kind of reunite my wife and I and my son, then we'll probably try and track you guys down then, and maybe I can actually get back to doing something I love, and that's going out there and actually doing some scouting rather than having to worry about what's going on with my family right now. So yeah,
I could definitely use you on the team here. You want to take down our radio frequency, and if you find them, we'll go ahead and you can get in contact with us.
Yeah, go on then, I'll take your radio frequency. Thank you. Alright guys, thank you very much.
No problem. That'll be King's personal frequency.
Yeah, I got it.
I give everybody that just so that they can contact me if they need anything.
Alright guys, and
I hope you have a safe journey, man. I really do hope that you find your rapid get.
Yeah, you too guys, thanks, all the best. Take care.
You do.
Alright, take care.
Bye. And there you go guys, and that was pretty much just a few hours in game. It was pretty fun and pretty intense, and I guess really as time went on, the kind of role playing started getting a little bit easier for me. It felt a little bit odd at first, but once I got into character and kind of figured out in my head how my story was going to progress, it was really, really good fun. If any of you guys are looking for more of a role play experience within DayZ, I would definitely recommend checking out DayZ RP. Details of the website are in the video description. So I'll catch you guys on another video, and thanks for watching.
Y'all ready for this? Yo, who's the daddy?